Open for Learning: The Impact of Mindfulness Methods on Reducing Stress and Increasing Motivation for and Interest in Reading for Pleasure in High School Students. A research proposal by Justine Clougherty. Research done by the National Institute of Mental Health states that an estimated 31.9% of adolescents had an anxiety disorder. Of these adolescents, 8.3 had severe impairments. An increasingly common way for educators to address the overall health and well-being of their students is by employing mindfulness methods. A randomized controlled trial published in Developmental Psychology on enhancing cognitive and social-emotional development found that mindfulness strategies not only ameliorate children's problems, but also cultivate their well-being. Many studies have been done about the benefits of mindfulness practices, but few focus on the intersection of mindfulness and its impact on improving student literacy. In today's climate, many students are weighed down by stress and anxiety. The social and academic expectations placed on children can lead to adverse effects on their emotional well-being and on their academic performance. We are producing a smart and self-assured generation that is also the most self-centered, competitive, individualistic, and stressed on record. Young people must be taught ways to regulate their social and emotional well-being in an increasingly fast-paced and stressful world. This study examines the impact of mindfulness methods on reducing stress and increasing literacy in public schools. In particular, this study focuses on the following questions. Do mindfulness-based social and emotional learning lessons reduce stress in high school students? Do mindfulness-based social and emotional learning lessons increase motivation for and interest in reading for pleasure in high school students? What experiences and perceptions do high school students report after participating in mindfulness-based social and emotional learning lessons? The purpose of this concurrent mixed method study is to examine the impact of mindfulness methods, specifically the Learning to Breathe mindfulness-based intervention curriculum, on reducing stress and increasing motivation for and interest in reading for pleasure in high school students. This mixed method study will examine the impact of mindfulness methods on reducing stress and increasing literacy in public schools using a concurrent design. Half the participating high school students will be randomly assigned to take part in a 6-session mindfulness-based social and emotional learning lesson, Learning to Breathe. To qualify the effectiveness of Learning to Breathe intervention on student stress, self-reported questionnaires will be administered in a pre-test, post-test style, in between delivery of the Learning to Breathe curriculum. Qualitative evidence will be collected in tandem with the Learning to Breathe social and emotional learning lessons through researcher observations and post-lesson interviews. Mindfulness is the basic human ability to be fully present, aware of where we are and what we're doing, and not overly reactive or overwhelmed by what's going on around us. In 2008, researchers investigated the experiences of participants of cultivating mindfulness during mindfulness-based cognitive therapy group intervention. The results of this study indicate a positive relationship between mindfulness and emotion regulation. Studies have demonstrated that mindfulness-based practices can have a positive impact on students' overall well-being. The link between mindfulness methods and reading for pleasure has yet to be extensively researched. Data from 3 major longitudinal studies show that pleasure reading in youth is the most explanatory factor of both cognitive progress and social mobility over time. The central aim of this study will be to build upon the existing literature to examine the impact of mindfulness-based intervention methods, specifically the Learning to Breathe curriculum,